We are here, and welcome everyone to the Travorium Saturday training.
All righty, there we go. So sorry about that, guys. We were trying to grab a special guest, having a little trouble getting on the technical difficulty, but we are excited to be here again. We are live from Puerto Vallarta. So this is the view from our room. So for those of you that have never the people that are coming next month are coming down for as little as $129 after trading in your platinum points. I'm simply on the balcony of our room right now. But guys, this place is absolutely incredible. All the food, all the drinks, everything included. And again, guys, we're doing stuff in travel that's never, ever been done before. We're doing stuff in compensation that's never, ever been done before. And of course, this is the very first ambassador training that we've ever done. And so we got a lot of people that have come here from all over. And of course, we've spent a lot of time, right? I mean, the very first night, we were all together there for hours and hours talking about the business and the restaurant. And then the next day, we did the training that started at 10. That went until about 3:30. After 3:30, then we had a dinner. The company had a special room for us set aside. They had all these welcome drinks for everybody. So they handed out this. It was all fruit juice. It wasn't no alcohol, but it had like a little clothespin, a tiny little clothespin. And it said Travorium. And it was these unbelievable drinks. And it was like a combination of pineapple and mango or something like that. It's like, hey, give me another one of those. But anyway, so just absolutely incredible. The staff here has been amazing, accommodating everyone that's here. Part of our group, obviously, we're a big part of the group that's here at this particular resort at this particular moment. So they know who Travoriums, they know who the Travorium members are. They know that we are obviously incredible customers that keep bringing people back to this resort and other resorts around the world. So we were hanging out at the dinner that night. The dinner started at 6, and we didn't get done till about midnight. I mean, just hanging out with people, talking about the business, and it's a big part of what Mr. David Hart envisioned. In fact, the ones that are here are like, wow, I just never knew we would get to spend this much time, with you and Gina. And of course, obviously, we have Ambassador Andrew Ivanoff here. He's a one-star ambassador. Ambassador Tanya Andrikoff is here as well. We have 4-star director Galina. She's going to be an ambassador any moment. And so there's a lot of leadership here, in addition to obviously myself and Gina. But people that are here just like, wow, I didn't no idea we're going to just get to hang out with you guys, and we'll be hanging out today in the pool, right? All day long, we'll be in the pool. People asking questions. Hey, what about this? What about that? Different things. And it's all part of David Hart's vision for assimilating. What does it take to become an ambassador? What is the mindset? What is the thought process? What are some of the things that you had to go through? What were some of the difficult times? What were some of the challenges? What do you do when this happens? What do you do when that happens? People say, have you ever had people quit on you? And of course, Jim, we're over there probably laughing right now. I mean, you kidding me? And we have people quit all the time. We have people that ghost us, people that say no, people that don't show up. And I think a big part of sometimes being the difference between being new and being an ambassador, a leader in the company, because certainly you're going to become a leader even before you're an ambassador. I think it's also just knowing how to interpret what is happening. Meaning if somebody ghosts you, well, if you've been around long enough, that's just human nature. That's nothing to do with you. It's not that the travel industry is crumbling. Okay? It's not that they don't like our videos. It's not that, wow, if it costs $129 to go to that place in Puerto Vallarta where you're at, that's just too much money. If it were, maybe 99, then maybe no. I mean, guys, obviously look at it, right? There's no lack of people that want to come here for $129, right? And so when people ghost you, when people quit, when people do this or do that, right? Sometimes just knowing how to interpret, what is happening. And the longer you've been around in the business, the longer you do this kind of thing, the better understanding you get for just human nature. I mean, that some people, they got things going on in their life. A lot of it's fear driven. A lot of it is they got negative friends and family. Oh my gosh, it's one of those things. And of course, the friends and family don't even know. We have a great lady here with us on the trip. She's been a teacher her whole life. She came as a guest with somebody. So she's not part of Travorium. She was here as a guest. She came to the training. And when it was done, she's like, oh my gosh, I always thought this was just one of those pyramid things. I had no idea how unbelievably incredible this business is. I'm getting signed up. I'm going to be telling everybody that I've ever talked to, I was wrong. This is incredible. I mean, so, it's that education, right? Where sometimes people say things, but they don't even know what they're saying, right? They're saying things that are just not true. And they don't mean to, mislead people. They don't mean to cause harm. When you tell someone, hey, this is no good, and they talk people out of doing something that could have made them a fortune. It's just a lack of education. But anyway, there's going to be other ambassador trips coming up all over the world. And so I would encourage all of you to find out, hey, who's the ambassador in New York? It's Eager. Who's the ambassador in Hawks Cay? That is going to be Larissa. Who's going to be the ambassador doing the training in Hawaii? That's going to be Dale and Maria. Who's the ambassador doing the training in Newport? That's actually our CEO and founder, Mr. David Hart. And so you're going to have all kinds of different opportunities to plug in and be with people. And in fact, I talked to a bunch of them here, like, oh my gosh, I'm only going to world tours where there's an ambassador who's training, because they completely get that if I can simply assimilate the thought process of an ambassador, the thought process of the leaders, I'm going to get the same result. They simply think a little different than I do because they've been around a little longer. They've read a few more books, right? I can shortcut my learning curve by simply, how do you respond to the situation? What did you do in this situation? And so again, a lot of the people that are here are now only wanting to go to world tours where they're going to have a different ambassador training, and all of them are going to be incredible. No one different than another, no one better than another, right? And one of the gentlemen that's going to be teaching those ambassador trainings is a gentleman we have on here today. He's a brand new ambassador. In fact, I had him up on the screen. He hit it Friday night. So I went and made a special slide in my training. And everyone, by the way, Keith, lost their minds excited when I announced, guys, literally last night, another brand new ambassador to the ambassador family, another gentleman who's reached, financial independence, financial abundance, financial security. Guys, this is the starting point. His business is not done. He'll become a 1-star, then a 2-star, then a 3-star, then a 4-star, then a 5-star. He'll launch other positions and drive them to ambassador as well. There's no doubt that he'll take his current income of 10 to 12 grand a month and he'll drive that to 100 grand a month. This is the beginning, but it's obviously a big time milestone. And when you look at where he came from, and I did a whole training segment on him at the training, because he used to be a city bus driver. And that's near and dear to my heart because my mother was a city bus driver. That's what my mother did. And it proves that you can, doesn't matter where you start from. It doesn't matter whether you're a gardener, you're a landscaper, you're a janitor, you're a city bus driver, you're a policeman, you're a secretary, you work at McDonald's, you're unemployed. None of that matters. Our computer does not know the difference. This is a place where average people with above average ambition can make their dreams come true. It is not an advanced skill set. I mean, we can teach you the things to ask. People say, what do I say? The better question is, what do I ask? Right? You're really just having conversations. And as you have those conversations, as you become a professional conversation starter and you begin a conversation, you're going to find person after person who then eventually says, wow, this is incredible. We love to travel. We're looking for this. We're looking for that. Hey, maybe I can help you. Let me send you over the video. Check it out. If you like it, great. If not, hey, that's okay too. But what I want to do is I want to get out of the way. And in fact, you know what, even before I do that, Gerald Marie, do you guys want to get in here and kind of brag about Keith a little bit? Because he's obviously an incredible individual. It's such an amazing, obviously accomplishment. Again, to go from where he was to where he is. We all know where he's going. He's one of the best presenters in our entire company. If you've never been on a Keith Brown presentation, you are absolutely missing out. The guy's electric. He's just got the energy. But Gerald Marie, I know that you guys are with us. So real quick, before I go to Keith, I want to bring you in here. I got Kyle Thrower waving to me now. What's up, Kyle? Hold on real quick. We'll reverse the camera. Give me a second, guys. All right, wave to everybody. That's Kyle Thrower from Las Vegas, Nevada. How many trips you been on? 32 trips, 32 different trips. But you're loving this one, huh? All right. I don't know if we have Jill Maria, but Keith Brown, are you with us? We got
Yes,
sound.
I'm with you, but I can't turn my camera on. It won't let me.
That might be my fault. Hold on real quick. Give me a second here.
Okay.
That was my fault, Keith. Give me one moment. We will fix that situation. I made you a panelist. I forgot to make you a co-host. All right, there we go, Keith.
All right, there we go. I am on. What's going on?
Look at you, man. Look like $1 billion. Got $1 billion smile. You got the microphone. You look like you're the radio DJ in studio, ready to freaking turn it on.
Well, yes, you're coming live and tuned into KB Radio on 107.9. We're about to go live and we're about to get excited. Let's go.
I love it. I love it. But Keith, right. I mean, again, it's such an amazing story. And again, near and dear to my heart, because my mom was a city bus driver. To go from city bus driver to, where you are today, an ambassador, able to do what you want, when you want, with whom you want, anytime you want, the kind of life people, most people only dream of. What's that journey like, for people that are out there thinking, man, how did he do that?
Well, Todd, first of all, I want to say, man, thank you guys. Thank you. Thank Daryl and Maria. Thank David Hart, man. Thank, this amazing company. Thank everyone that's been a major support. Those who have been on my team, those who are not on my team, man. It was a company team effort to get me to this point that I am now. But I'm glad you said something in the beginning about, you don't have to be this amazing, extraordinary, exuberant individual to hit the rank of ambassador and above. I mean, I've heard so many leaders say this one word. I've heard Daryl say it. I've heard David Hart say it. Todd, I've heard you say it. I've heard so many people say it, but I don't think it's really clicking with a lot of people. And, the only thing you have to be to actually be successful in this business, not even in this business, in any, arena, is just consistency. That's all it takes, is just consistency. No matter what happens, no matter who says yes, no matter who says no, no matter if your team is growing fast, if your team is going slow, as long as you stay consistent, eventually you're going to make it to that ultimate goal. And the only way you don't make it there is if you just stop. Slow movement beats no movement at all. So, it's just all about staying consistent. But when I joined this amazing blessing, February 27th of 2023, and I was invited by my good childhood friend Melinda Little, I knew, I was on to something special. 10 minutes into it, I'm watching Daryl and Maria go through the information, and I saw platform 1. I was like, okay, that's nice. I saw platform 2. Oh, wow, that's amazing. I saw platform 3, and I hit the pause button, and I started calling my friend. Okay, how do I get a part of this? I mean, because this is like nothing that I've ever seen. So I already knew what I had my hands on day one. It was just all about putting forth action, putting forth consistency, looking for the right ones. That's all I was doing. And, every time, I'm out there, when I wake up every morning, it's a new, fresh deck of cards. And in those deck of cards, we got 5s, we got 7s, we got 9s, we got deuces, we got kings, queens, jacks, and all I'm doing is just flipping cards every day, looking for the ace, looking for the ace, looking for the ace, and boom, ace. I'm gonna blow their horn. Ace. Don and Paul scales. Put them on the left side. Boom. Done. Flipping cars, flipping cars, flipping cars. Boom. Ronnie and Quanny Williams on the right side. Oh, man. I'm telling you, Todd, things were in the beginning I supposed to be executive chairman right now. It was going just that fast at the beginning, but here's the thing. See, when things are going great, I'm saying, oh, yeah, people are energetic. They're excited. They're out there showing. But what happens when things slow down? See, I wasn't expecting a slowdown. Todd, I broke some records coming in the company, was able to hit, 4-star. I think I hit 4-star director, 2-3 months, it was just, on my way, to hit ambassador, but things just stopped, but just because the business slowed down doesn't mean I'm supposed to slow down. I'm supposed to keep going because, I knew, you know, what the end game was going to be. And even though I hit ambassador, this is not the end game, because now, you know, it's not about, you know, me hitting ambassador. How many people can I turn around and grab and pull up, you know, and help them hit ambassador? And it doesn't matter if they're on my team or not. You know, it's like, who wants to be ambassador? You know, I'm willing to help you. Todd is willing to help you. Daryl and Maria. There are so many people that's willing to help you, but it all starts with, are you willing to help yourself? And that's the ultimate goal, guys. Everybody in this company can hit the rank of ambassador, but it all starts with, do you believe, you know what I'm saying, in yourself? Do you believe in the company? Do you believe in the product? Do you believe in this extraordinary, amazing, crazy, stupid compensation plan? I mean, do you believe in all of that? And every day I wake up saying, man, I believe in everything about this company. There's nothing no one can tell me, you know what I'm saying, about this company that's going to make me say, well, damn, maybe I'm not in the right place. No, you can't tell me nothing, because I know we got the deal. I know we're in the right place at the right time with the right company. And you know what I'm saying, this company will be a household name. But once again, do you believe? I believe. I already know what's about to happen. I see the vision. Call me, you know, what's that guy who can predict the future?
I believe.
Nostradamus.
Yeah,
Nostradamus.
there he is. Yeah, you can call me that guy. That's my nickname, because I see the future. I know what's about to happen. I know what's about to look like. And I just want to be one of those individuals that can, you know, sit in a, you know, on a beach, you know, with Daryl and Maria right there, Todd right there, you know, Don and Paul Scales, we got Ronnie Quanti Williams, you know, we got Danny Saginaw, you know, we got Coach D, we got so many people that were there in the beginning, and we just sitting around, you know what I'm saying, sipping on my tie, saying, man, remember when we used to have to convince people to do this? You know what I'm saying? That day is coming. That conversation is about to happen. And we just go sit back and just chuckle and like say, man, I'm so glad, man, we stayed the course. I'm so glad, you know what I'm saying, we decided to just keep pushing forward, because, you know, eventually we're going to be driving on a road that's paved with gold. But right now, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of like a jungle. It's not really even a jungle. I think those of you guys who started in the beginning, you guys were going through the jungle with a machete, you know, chopping down all these trees and bushes and brush and all that. You know, by the time I showed up, you know, the road is kind of paved. It's kind of smooth, you know what I'm saying? But eventually those roads are going to turn into gold, and we're going to be the ones that actually benefit from it. Those of us who stuck around, who saw the course, who believed, and just continue to go forward. So I'm just excited, man, you know. So you know, ambassador, yeah, it's a wonderful thing, you know. I'm glad, you know what I'm saying, to be able to, you know, say, you know, hey, I'm an ambassador, but this is just the beginning. I mean, this is not even a tip of the iceberg of what we're about to do with this company. So I'm just excited, Todd, man. You know, I can talk about it forever, man, but I don't know what else on your mind. What else you want me to hit on?
All kinds of things. But I want to get Jeremy in here too. I want to reemphasize. I actually started my entire ambassador training with everything you just mentioned, which is you got to believe in the industry, you got to believe in the company, you got to believe in the product, you got to believe in yourself. And it's not too hard to get people to believe in the company and the product. Usually people get hung up on belief in the industry or belief in themselves, one of the two. And we spend a lot of time in that category, because when you go through those and you strengthen that core belief, that, you know, that belief that Keith has, he knows that he knows that he knows. There's absolutely nothing I can say to Keith Brown today that could talk him out of the business. Keith, it's a horrible idea. We shouldn't do it. It doesn't matter what I say. Keith's like, dude, you're nuts. Do what you want to do. I'm an ambassador. I know where I'm going. I cannot get Keith to quit. How did Keith get to be an ambassador? Because he's got that body armor, right? You can't rain on his parade. He knows what he has. He knows where he's going. And that's something that we can impart. We try to do that through the training calls. If you go to the live events, that helps. If you go to like the event that Jim, we're going to do on April 13th, right? That's really going to help. But again, all of these little things that you're doing are about getting that belief level up the way that Keith has it. And when you raise the belief level, right, that conviction that you have, conviction creates clarity, clarity is vision, right? Am I right here, Maria? Conviction creates clarity. It's one of her favorite quotes. But he has that clarity. He has that vision of where he's going. But hey, Jeremy, I know we got your camera on now. By the way, I know you guys are in Sacramento. You got a big day today. You got the side-by-side Expedia versus Travorium that you're doing at noon. You got the live event after that. I got a big day today. I got to go down to that beach right there and hang out with everybody. Order some of the Mai Tais that Keith Brown's talking about. Get some of them nachos and show people what the lifestyle is all about. But Maria, I do want to get you in here. I know you're excited for Keith too.
Well, absolutely. Congratulations, Keith. And
Yes.
wow, it's funny when he's talking. Yeah, sometimes you got to hit a wall and you go a little slow. Yeah, he did ambassador in 12 months. Are you kidding me? That is, I mean, who can go from zero to $10,000 to $12,000 in a 12-month period? That is pretty amazing. Matter of fact, Keith, you should head out to Vegas with Maria and I and Todd and Gina on the 13th, and you could be our special guest ambassador training out there at our OG University. You're an OG. And we're not talking OG, we're talking
outstanding guidance. That's
outstanding guidance.
That's right. That's right.
So yeah, you got an invitation. We'll have to talk a little bit about that. But guys, it's just amazing.
I think I can do that. You know, at first I thought I wasn't gonna be able to because I have a world tour booked for the 17th, but I think I can make it out there on the 13th. Yeah.
All right. Well,
so it's a done deal.
All right, Keith, I'm gonna have a little phone, a little pressure on you. I got to be in Kazakhstan on the 16th, and I'm gonna be there on the 13th. So I'm sure you can make your vacation by the 17th.
Oh yeah, I think I can make that. Yeah, most definitely, doing Punta Cana.
That's a great trip, by the way.
Yeah.
You heard it live from 9 to 6 o'clock. It's going to be Todd Strand, Gina Strand, Maria Roberts, Daryl Roberts. Now we just added Keith, and we still are waiting word from the big guy. He's going to let us know here within, I think it's about another week or two, whether he's going to be out there as well. So anybody want to get to Vegas, learnthistraining.com. We have a scholarship program. So guys, again, the money's not an issue. We'll figure out how to get you in if you want to have this type of firepower teaching you and showing you exactly what you need to do. But Keith, this is all about you right now. Again, just so proud of you. Obviously, we know who you are and your background, but the words of wisdom that you just shared with everybody, we all go through that stuff. It's just Keith was willing to go through the entire learning curve to finish. Most people aren't willing to go through the entire learning curve. When you get in the valley of disappointment, you have to continue putting one foot in front of the other. And it starts out when Todd was talking earlier about belief, and he taught about belief, and Keith talked about belief just a second ago. Guys, that was the biggest challenge for me, believe it or not. 36 years ago, I was just this little young kid, and everybody around me was wearing these suits and showing up at meetings, and some were doctors, some were attorneys, some were housewives, some were, dads. It didn't matter. It was just very, very sharp people. When you're 24 years of age, everybody looked, very esteemed, and man, how can I do this? And I don't speak well. I have a lisp, and how can I learn how to do this? So I learned the company, to believe in the company. I learned to believe in the industry. And the biggest thing, and thank God I had so many wonderful mentors that taught me how to self-improve, that put me on the track to reading the books, attending the conferences, working on me to get where I am today. And that's an amazing part. So one of the key aspects on all the beliefs is all of them, but the belief in yourself is critical. And guys, we talk about it every week. We share with you different books. There's different seminars all over the place. Now, when I was growing up, we didn't have it like we do now. The internet wasn't available. Guys, you can go today and learn any subject that you want to learn, how to speak better, how to win friends and influence people. There's books on all of this stuff. That is critical. Maria?
Yeah, I just want to say congratulations, Keith Brown. We're so proud of you, so excited. We're jumping up and down for you. So that's so awesome. I'm glad that you kept doing the right things, even when the wrong things were happening. That's really, really key. You kept being consistent, and you kept staying in the game. You kept doing what you knew, and heading forward on the right path. And that's a lot of things that a lot of people don't really realize. They'll start, blaming themselves or listening, having people, in their ear all the time. So it's important for people to make sure that you keep on keeping on. We learned that from church, keep on keeping on. So that's something that's very, very key. Stop listening to the outside. When you know that things are going right and you're doing the things that are moving you on the right path, keep doing the things that are right. Keep, plugging in, staying consistent, believing and doing all the things that it's going to take you, no matter what the time frame is, because of course you can't compare whatever chapter that you're in. Maybe you're just beginning, maybe you're in the middle, or you're in your 15th chapter to somebody's 100th chapter. So you have to make sure that you never do any type of comparisons when it comes to that. But we are so excited for you and so happy that you're now part of the Ambassadors Club.
We
Hey,
had Mother
thank you.
Johnson. We had Mother Johnson at the church, and she, every time I would come back from school, and 'cause when I go off to college and I come back, and she'd ask you, so how you doing? And I said, I'm doing fine. She said, you keep on keeping on, right? And she would always say, you keep on keeping on, and I said, yeah, I'm keeping on keeping on, and again, so that's exactly it. I think that's maybe where you got
Yeah.
that from. Unbelievable. But hey,
Yes,
Todd,
absolutely.
I'm excited, man. I know we got lots of guests on here. Now we're gonna get new flyers done. Keith, I'll call you about some flight stuff and some of that type of stuff. But man, you just made my day, and we
Yeah.
supposed to be making your day. You just made our day in Vegas even better, man.
Well, that's what it's all about. This is all about it. You know what I'm saying? A giving type of business that we're in. You know what I'm saying? You're always supposed to be willing to give more than you're receiving, because if you give more, the way the universe works is that you're going to always obtain more in return. You know what I'm saying? If you're giving, with a giving heart, and there's no strings attached, and it's all about helping others achieve what they need to achieve, then it's going to come back to you 10 times fold. And I'm just a firm believer in that. And this is what I really believe that's one of the reasons why, I was successful in the other company, why I was successful in this company, because I go into it thinking about, it's not about me, it's about other people. And that's what it's always been about. I remember when you guys, called me up and asked me, could I come to Vegas and do a presentation? I didn't have any guests there, but it wasn't about me. It was about other people and helping them achieve. So that's what it's all about. So anytime I can help anybody, and I want to make this crystal clear, whether you're on my team or not, because we are one team. We are Team Travorium. Yes, you know what I'm saying? I say, yeah, Team Rebirth, Squad Up, but it's Team Travorium. That is the main team. Everything else is just secondary. And if you're a part of Travorium, you're a part of my team. I'm a part of your team. So whatever, any of us can do to help, that's what we're here for. Take advantage of the leadership that you have. And
Oh,
I
I
want
wanna
to say
make
one more
a- I
thing.
wanna-
I want to say one more thing
Go ahead,
real
go
quick.
ahead.
I got to get this out because this was just crazy. So I hit Ambassador March 13th. And, I'm scrolling through Facebook, and a memory popped up. And I actually hit the top rank in the last company that I was in on March 13th. I'm looking like, are you
Wow.
kidding? I sent that to Don and Paul Scales. I said, look at this, on the exact same day. So, hey, everything happens for a reason. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't supposed to hit Ambassador, then. I was supposed to hit it on this day because I hit a major rank in two different companies on the exact same day. Crazy.
But
Oh,
we should book you for next March 13th right now.
yeah.
Because you
And then
probably
I
a
want to share.
3-star, 4-star.
I just saw my first benefit of being an ambassador. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but I got the ambassador lifestyle bonus.
Nice. Very nice. Look at that. Well,
All
you made
right,
the
so
comment.
love it.
You made the comment. It's so who you are. Keith treats everyone like they're on his team, right? We are Team Travorium, and he's done that forever. He's done that since day one. But Keith, now you're in those ambassador pools. Everyone is on your team because you override the entire company in two different ways, and you deserve it, man. Congratulations.
Hey, I appreciate it, guys, but it couldn't have been done, without you guys' leadership, paving the way and being the examples on, what's possible if you just follow the course. So I thank you guys, man. How do you do it, Maria? Nothing but the heart. Love you guys, man. Appreciate it.
Right.
Well, if you don't mind, Keith, stick around real quick. I do want to bring in another special guest.
Okay.
She's someone, Keith, that's just doing it and doing it and doing it. She's out there every day reading books, listening to audios, going to every training. Anyone that gets near them, they talk to them. I mean, you come with them 3 feet, right? They're on them, and they're building the business. They're 3 stars on the way to 4-star. There's no doubt they are going to be ambassadors. I say, hey, can you be on the call? Absolutely. Igor, when he had his birthday, he needed someone to cover the training. She did it. Absolutely. I mean, they're the kinds of people, man, why are they succeeding? Hello, just watch what they do. They are fully participating. If Joe Maria said, man, there's this new book, she will go buy it today and I will read that book. If they say there's a training, I will be at the training. But hey, Sophia, I want to bring in you. I know that you and Michael are here with your whole family. In fact, you got Michael's mother here. You got the kids here. Obviously, you came in from the ambassador training. Yesterday, we did the excursion. We took the dune buggies, and that was incredible. But I just want to kind of bring you in, number one, congratulate you Obviously, I want you to meet Keith Brown because you guys are going to be co-ambassadors here pretty quick. But Sophia, from your vantage point, being here in Puerto Vallarta, being a 3-star, soon to be a 4-star, some of your thoughts.
Hello, everyone. Well, thank you for having me on, Daryl and Maria and Todd. Keith, first of all, I want to congratulate you on hitting ambassador. Michael and I actually met Keith at the conference in Las Vegas last year, and we knew Keith was going to do it. So we made sure we exchanged numbers with him, and we stayed in touch with him. And so we could always reach out if we ever needed help. And that's just who he is. Like, even from the beginning, when he was still trying to figure this whole thing out, he was always saying, if you need anything, here's my number. I'm happy to help. Just an amazing individual. So Keith, Michael, and I are so happy for you when we saw your promotion yesterday. Couldn't be more excited. So congratulations on that, Keith. So yeah, we are in Puerto Vallarta right now, and I could probably get in trouble because I actually climbed up to where the lifeguard thing is, but I want to kind of show you where we are. Let me see if I could. Now I can't. Okay, I can turn it around there. So I'm up from where the lifeguard station is, and I just want you guys to take a look at where we are. I mean, it is so beautiful here. We are having the best time ever. We did the dune buggy excursion yesterday, which I didn't think I was ever going to do, but somehow Todd and Gina Strand talked us into it, and I was so happy that they did. We had a wonderful time. And then my beach chair is over there. There's my husband playing in the sand with our kids. And of course, I'm sitting right by the bar. Best place to talk to people on vacation that are having a great time. But yeah, we've had an amazing time. We're here for the vacation, of course, but the number one reason we booked for this particular trip is just to get to hang out with Todd and Gina Strand, just to get to hear from them, learn from them. The ambassador training was incredible. I took so many notes. I took so many, pictures of the slides. And we've just learned so much that I know we're going to use to get to our next rank in the company. So I encourage all of you to book your world tours and make sure you book one that has an ambassador that will do this training, because you're really going to learn so much. And, like they say, you become who you hang out with. So if I become the average of the people I hang out with, I want to be hanging out with millionaires. I want to be hanging out with positive people. I want to be hanging out with healthy people. I want to be hanging out with successful people, with happy people. So definitely encourage y'all to book these world tours. You're going to have a blast. You're going to learn so much. It was great seeing y'all, and thanks for having me on.
Hey, Sophia, again, congratulations to you. And I love that quote, guys. If you're going to become the average of the 5 people that you hang out with, why not hang out with millionaires, right? I mean, guys, that's a lesson in itself. And notice that when she met Keith Brown back in Las Vegas, Nevada, guys, that was almost 9 months ago. I think 9 months ago was when that event was. She could tell he was an up-and-coming rising star. She wanted to be a rising star. She grabbed his number, right? They keep in touch with each other. And so, again, I mean, she's a full participant. She's reading the book. She's on the trainings. She's willing to give the training. I don't know how to do it, but I'll give it a shot. I want to learn. And there's no doubt they're going ambassador, 1-star, 2-star, 3-star. There's no doubt they'll be traveling the world. They are already. They're taking their family with them. She's got her mother-in-law here, her sister-in-law here, her kids here. They got the panoramic room view because obviously they're making money. So they did a little upgrade on their room. They're actually staying 5 days longer than the rest of us, because they're going to stay and continue to enjoy the family trip 6 days longer, right? I mean, so guys, this is the lifestyle you can have if you simply decide, I am willing to participate. I am willing to do those small little things that most people don't do, so that I can have the things that most people don't, right? That's all this is, those little tiny things that appear to make no difference at all. And if Keith Brown was talking, I just remember that famous speech from Jeff Olson, Daryl Maria, where, I wish I would have, and I'm so glad I did, right? There's going to be 2 kinds of people. I wish I would have, and I'm so glad I did. And obviously, Sophia, and Michael and obviously Keith Brown are in the category of I am so glad I did. It's easy to do. It's something any one of you can do. Yeah, Tom, but I've been here a while. It hasn't happened yet. That's okay. Our CEO and founder was in this industry 3 years before he ever signed up a single person. You're not the first person to have maybe a slow start. I had an unbelievably slow start. Back when I first got started, my first 2 years were horrendous. You are not alone if you're off to a slow start. That is actually more the common experience. Dexter Yeager, the GOAT, the greatest of all time in our industry, took him 5 years before he was able to go full-time in the business to replace an income of about $1,500 a month, right? I mean, took him 5 years. The greatest of all time. You are not alone. What we're trying to encourage is that as you continue to come to the trainings, as you go to the ambassador trainings, as you come to Las Vegas, Nevada for the OG University, come to Las Vegas, Nevada for the main event we're going to be also doing in July 13th. We got a lot of 13th, April 13th, July 13th. You know, Keith got March 13th. I mean, 13 is a popular number, lucky 13. Anyway, as you plug into these things, as you read the books, every step is just another stepping stone, another stepping stone, another stepping stone. And Darryl always talks about the latent, the plateau of latent potential. You know, that's you're building, you're heading toward your breakthrough. But while we got Sophia here, hey, Darryl, Marie, I want to throw it back over to you.
Yeah, pretty amazing. And Todd, when you guys are talking about that, Sophia, tell Michael we said hi, and the kids we said hi, and you guys continue to enjoy. I loved how she interrupted you and said, "No, Todd, it's not 5. We're staying 6 days." I am a baller, and I want everyone to know that.
Can I interrupt you one more time? I'm so sorry. I forgot to add something. I was gonna say the other reason y'all need to be at these world tours is because this is where you're gonna find the most people that are gonna join your team. Like out of the 22 personal people I've sponsored, probably 80% of them came from when we were on a world tour. This is really the best place to meet people. Just quick example, yesterday we did the dune buggy excursion, and Michael's like, I'm gonna sit up front. And I was like, why would you want to sit up front with the driver when you could sit in the back with me? Well, he ended up talking to this guy. They exchanged numbers. The guy loved what he saw. And now he's over here figuring out how he can do Travorium here in Puerto Vallarta. He met Todd Strand yesterday after our excursion. They took a picture, and this guy is like really, really serious and going to join probably, he said, this week. So if y'all aren't taking world tours, you're missing out on all the people that Michael and I are going to sign up into Travorium.
Hey, if they don't do it, you will do it. But guys, she just did a whole training. I mean, there's just so much information right there. Once he set up front, he had to get a lead, right? And he contacted the lead, set an appointment. He did one of the 3-ways with Todd. Some people are missing the 3-way. But in all of this, while you're going through the plateau of latent potential, and again, that's the lag time of what you think should happen and what actually happens. That's the plateau of latent potential. When you're going through that, guys, there's nothing like this. In 36 years, the worst case scenario, you know what I'm talking about, Todd, the worst thing that will happen to you, you get to go to trips like they're on right now. You get to travel. You get 2 or 3 of these amazing trips.
This is your worst case scenario right here. That's it right there. That is your worst case scenario.
So you feel bad, things aren't happening quick enough, go take a world tour, go book a trip and do a staycation in platform number 1 or platform number 2 or platform number 3. Guys, I've never in 36 years, that wasn't the worst case scenario. If your bottle isn't selling, or if your juice isn't selling, or if your pill isn't selling, or whatever's not selling, then you just stuck. You're going to look in the garage and you're going to see a bunch of boxes. Well, like Maria said on our last presentation, you don't open up the pantry or the garage and see Hawaii there. You don't open up and see Puerto Vallarta, all of those things that are there. I want to give a quick shout out to Anna Rafi out there in the UK, just holding it down. Lulu out there in the UK, you guys are just rock stars. All the rest of you, Daryl Garman, Paula, and I missed a bunch of other names, so forgive me. But again, the UK is making a stand. Mahmoud is out there. All of you guys, just a quick shout out to all of you guys for doing what you do. Anna, you know what I'm talking about. So it is just unbelievable. I'm excited.
I know, this is really exciting. Todd, I mean, you're in Puerto Vallarta, let me say it correctly, Puerto Vallarta, and we get to see that blue, and we get to see the ocean and the pool, and it just looks so gorgeous, and it makes me miss Hawaii. But anyway.
Believe me,
But-
we're heading back in about a month.
Yeah, but it's so incredible, and it's so true what we have. I mean, guys, seriously. So that's our product and service. And so what if the person down the street or your neighbor or your mom or sister, brother said no, or they just ghosted you, or whatever the fact, these people, they just don't get it. And like we mentioned before in previous trainings, but we're going to say it again right now. It's all about their timing. Right now, like say for instance, your sister, she might have ghosted you, she might have said no, or your cousin, whatever, they might have said no, or they maybe didn't even come out and say no, they just ghosted you. It's all about their timing, and meaning that right now, maybe they've seen you join other companies before, they've seen you attempt to do something like this, and they're waiting to see how serious and committed you are, and if you're going to be consistent, and if you're going to stick around this time and kind of follow through
On
with
your promise.
on
yeah.
what your promise is and what you're doing. Maybe they need to see you on a vacation or 2 or 3 before they say, hey, this thing that they're in, oh my God, we need to inquire what's going on here. So make sure that you do go into platform number 1, you know, look around, plan some vacations, staycations, something in there so that they can see you going and taking advantage of the business that you're in. And even if it's in November, maybe you're eyeing that trip to November because you want to come along and be in Hawaii, you should at least prepare for that, plan that. Maybe that's something by then that you'll be able to take advantage of,
right now.
but you start talking about it right now, but you start putting out those little flyers that come along with the world tour and say, hey, post this. I can't wait for my vacation in Hawaii. I can't wait to get over to Kauai. And I paid only $500 for the entire stay. I mean,
Got a
put
4-star.
things like that, you know, out on the marketplace so that they know that you're planning. They know you're about to take a trip, but they got to see that you're serious, guys. And a lot of people, it's just, you know, a lot of different things that come up in a person's mind of why they're not joining, even though you see it and it should be like everybody should be here. Every second we put out information, somebody should be like, send me your link, send me your link. Yeah, it should be like that. It will be like that, as
That's what Keith
Keith
said. He
earlier.
said, he
It will-
paused it and said, send me your link, is basically what he said, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But it will be like that. But right now, we're not here to convince anyone. We're here to sort through the process. And we're also here to make sure that we cast out our nets, talk to as many people as we can, because when that time comes that they'll be like, oh my God, I got to be a part of that travel club, that they'll have your number and they'll know who to contact back.
Todd, real quick, give you guys another creative way to meet somebody. So Maria and I are at the grocery store about a week and a half ago, right? So we're getting out of the car and we're walking in the grocery store, and we saw another car, you know, it was in front of us about 6, 7 cars down, and it had a license plate, you know, had Dr. Brown on the license plate. And this was a sharp dressed guy, and he was doing something in his back seat, so he was taking a little bit of time. So we get in the grocery store, and we kind of right in the front there are some fruits. I always hang out in the fruit area, and I just in the back of my mind, I didn't think about it, but I kind of put it together. So he comes walking in, and I said, Dr. Brown. he kind of shocked, and he said, well, how you doing? I said, man, Dr. Brown, it's so good to see you right here. And then we got into a conversation, and I said, well, Dr. Brown, I saw your license plate out there, but that was just the excuse to get into a conversation.
Yeah.
Now we're in negotiations. I call it negotiations. Now we're in negotiations, Todd. Lots of ways to meet people.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And again, guys, we are professional conversation starters. If you're not having conversations, you're out of business. Okay. If you're not having conversations, you're out of business. When you walk into a department store where they sell clothes, somebody walks up and says, can I help you? It's the beginning of a conversation. Most of you are probably wearing clothes. You're not at home naked right now, right? So this stuff works. Okay. And most of you are wearing clothes. Yes, you can help me. I'm looking for a shirt. I'm looking for pants. I'm looking for socks, right? I'm looking for whatever, right? It all begins by having a conversation. Daryl just gave you an example of how to create a conversation. Sophia gave you an example. I go to world tours. I'm always near the bar. Why? Because everyone goes to the bar to get water, to get tea, to get their favorite beverage, right? So she's got a camp right next door. Stroll over there. By the way, it's all inclusive. Costs nothing. She can walk over there every 5 minutes and get another drink and just pour it out. But it's an excuse. Hey, how are you doing? Where are you from? Right? It's like, it's a conversation. By the way, when you're on a world tour, here's the most ridiculous question. Do you like to travel? Hello. I'm here, aren't I? So, but again, obviously this is your crowd. But again, last night, Michael sat in the front seat, talked to the driver. It was a conversation. If you post something on social media and somebody likes your post, go thank them for liking your post. Oh my gosh, I saw that you liked my post. Thank you so much for doing that. Well, you know, how have you been? You're beginning a conversation. In fact, guys, you're going to learn that when you post content on social media, the entire purpose of posting content is to either get a like or a comment. And then from the like and the comment, you can send them a message. The money's made inside their messenger. It's not that people are going to see your post and like, oh my gosh, that's so amazing. Sign me up right now. Every once in a while that can happen, but that is not the typical. Instead, they liked it. It's up to you to be proactive, to go grab that comment, grab that like, and say, hey, thank you so much for liking my post. Thank you so much for that. How have you been, right? To begin a brand new conversation. As you continue to post content, you continue to get likes and posts, you do the same thing over and over again, you get lots of different conversations started. It all begins by starting a conversation. Well, what do I do from there, Todd? Well, you can talk about family, occupation, recreation, money, location, where they at, do they like it? You can talk about dreams, right? As you progress in the conversation, hey, what do you do for a living? Oh my gosh, I'm a school teacher. Wow, how long have you done that? 20 years. Man, you must love that. That must be your passion. Well, you know, I mean, usually if you jump on the side of how great it is, they're going to start telling you, well, you know, it's not what it used to be. The pay's kind of tough. I mean, no, you know, well, really? So are you like open to making more money? I mean, again, you're just having conversation. You're just asking questions. You're a human being first, marketer second. And that's what you heard Daryl do yesterday with Dr. Brown. That's what you heard Michael and Sophia do. Sophia at the bar, Michael in the front seat at the excursion. But guys, if you're starting conversations from there, you can then find out about people. You can find out what's going on in their life. You can find out about challenges they might be having. They'll tell you all about it. And then say, by the way, I got this video. It might be able to help you. If you like it, great. If not, okay too. And I love what Keith said. In fact, one of my early mentors, that was his training. When you're prospecting, guys, it's like a deck of cards. Sometimes you get the 2 of hearts. Sometimes you get the 3 of diamonds. Sometimes you get the 7 of spades. Every once in a while, you get a 10 of jack. And every now and then, you're going to come across a Keith Brown. You're going to find an ace, right? Man, I just found me an ace. And you only need 2 aces, an ace in your left leg, an ace in your right leg. Keith Brown on my left leg, Daryl Maria on my right leg. Keith Brown on my left leg, Sophia and Michael in my right leg. And there's nothing I can say to Sophia and Michael to get them to quit. There's nothing I can say to Keith Brown to get him to quit. And if I got Keith on my left leg and Sophia on my right leg, and I can't get them to quit, no matter what I said, then by definition, my income just became permanent. I could go down there and sit on that beach and continue to order nachos, and my check keeps showing up because I can't get them to quit. You just need 2 aces. There's 4 aces in every deck of cards. Now, guys, I can tell you that some people got lucky. We've got some people in France, some people on Daryl Maria's team. Out of the gate, 2 aces. I mean, like, are you kidding me? The first 2 people happen to be superstars, one on the left, one on the right. It can happen. You can also win the lottery, right? But it's not the typical experience, right? Most of you are probably not going to win the lottery this week. And most people are not going to get those 2 aces out of the gate. But if you keep flipping the cards, if you keep having the conversations, you're going to find people that produce a little. You're going to find people that produce not at all. You're going to find people that produce some. You're going to find some people who produce a lot. And you're also going to find some of those aces. And the great thing is the bigger your team gets, the more people you have that are flipping cards with you. It's no longer just about me finding the ace, right? Dale and Maria, because Keith Brown's part of their team. They didn't find Keith Brown, right? They found, obviously, they got Coach Deborah Taylor on their team. Then they got Ronithia and Thomas Flowers and Reverend Judy Cunningham and all these great people that led to finding an amazing person like Keith Brown. And of course, by the way, Ronithia and Thomas, they're aces too. I mean, so all these aces, right? Other people are flipping the cards with you. But guys, there's some people, and I swear I'm one of them. I'm going through the deck of cards. Right? I'm like, we're getting toward the bottom of the deck, man. Where's my ace? But I'm starting to get excited, right? I'm starting to get excited because we're getting toward the bottom. Those aces have got to be there, right? And then the guy comes in, reshuffle. No. But guys, keep flipping the cards. If you keep flipping the cards, if you keep talking to people, you keep having the conversations, you are going to find those people who say, my gosh, this is amazing. Yes, I want to have that lifestyle. I'm showing you the camera right now. I want to be there with you guys. I want to go from resort to resort, right? This is Puerto Vallarta. The place that Daryl and Maria are going in Hawaii is equally beautiful. The place that Keith Brown's going to in Punta Cana, equally beautiful. The place that Larissa is going to in Hawks Cay, me, Daryl, and Maria have been to Hawks Cay. It is out of this world amazing. They got a dolphin training center there. I mean, it's incredible. Guys, we have these kinds of places all over the world. You're going to find people who say, yes, I want that lifestyle. Residual income, yes, I want that lifestyle. And guys, as I did the training yesterday, there was a time that residual income was a luxury. Man, that's really cool. Guys, it is slowly becoming a necessity. All you have to do is follow the timeline. If you've ever watched Leave It to Beaver, The Brady Bunch, or any of those kind of shows, it used to be one person working in a household could provide for the entire family, right? They got this nice house, this great life. Just picture Mike and Carol Brady. Isn't life great? Yes, dear. Right? Leave It to Beaver, whatever show. We know that's no longer the case. Well, over time, back in the 80s, suddenly one person was working and one person had to get a part-time job. Well, then that quit working. Now we got one person working, right? And the other person's working. They're both working full-time jobs. Well, guys, today you got two people working and they're driving Uber on the weekend, okay? They're running out of hours. So unless you're willing to go get some more wives or husbands, right? Right? I got two wives, right? Because I got both of them working plus me. I mean, unless you're willing to take on some more spouses, you're going to have to find a new way to increase your income. The old model is no longer working. And when you start to develop the kind of income that Keith Brown now has, or even as you look at Sophia and Michael, Sophia and Michael have an amazing income over 3,000 something. They're close to $4,000 a month in income. Guys, the work they do today is not to make the $4,000. That $4,000 comes in, every month, whether they work or not. The work they do today is to get them to the $5,000 to $6,000, and then eventually get them to the $10,000. Keith Brown's now at $10,000 to $12,000 a month. The work he does today is not to make the $10,000. He could go over here, hang out with me, and sit on that beach right there, and the $10,000 keeps coming in. That keeps coming in every month. I don't have to go rework for that money. I've already established that money. It's residual income. The work he does today is to take him to $20,000 a month, $30,000 a month. Guys, that used to be a luxury. Slowly, it is absolutely becoming a necessity. It is the new model, the new way people have to make money. I know they don't know that yet. As you look at people, they're frustrated. They're desperate. I will say use the word a little bit desperate. They're broke. They don't know who to blame. Is it the government? Is it the Democrats? Is it the Republicans? Is it the taxes? Is it the inflation? Is it the Chinese? Is it the border? I mean, they don't know who to blame. All they know is they can't pay their bills, and what the lifestyle they used to live is getting shrinking, because what we used to be able to buy, we can no longer buy. They're frustrated. They don't know. Maybe I need to go back to school and get another degree and go in debt even further. Maybe I need a third job or a fourth job. I mean, they're frustrated. They're looking. Guys, if you're on this Zoom, you now know. We are educators. We go out, we start conversations. As you educate people about the various situations, about residual income, things of that nature, people learn about it. They're like, oh my gosh, this is what I've been looking for. This is what's going to take me from being frustrated to being fascinated. This is what's going to take me from being frustrated to I'm hanging out on the beach next to the bar with Sophia saying life is great. Why don't you come join us, right? And so guys, we are doing something that's just so unbelievably important. in the marketplace. The single largest industry in the world, travel, which is great. We're doing things there that no one's ever done before. Guys, we're here for 5 days. I'll show you one more time. The people coming in May, I know their price, 5 days for $129. All the food, all the drinks. Me and Gina, by the way, are eating there tonight. So we have reservations. If you can see the patio over there, the sunset comes down right here. The sunset's right there. So we are having a sunset dinner. We will be there at 5:30 tonight, right there. Last night we went to the restaurant. We had filet mignon, along with the potatoes, the vegetables. I had the asparagus creamy soup. We had the Mediterranean salad. Then they brought over a whole dessert menu. They said, "Hey, would you like some wine? Would you like some that?" I went and saw Michael. I said, "What'd you get?" He goes, "Well, I did the filet mignon, the shrimp, and this. Why not? It's all included." Guys, you can order all you want for $129, guys. We're doing things that never been done before. But in addition, just like Keith Brown, the great Keith Brown, congratulations, Keith, because you're showing it doesn't matter what your background is, right? I come from a lawn care background, guys. I mean, this is a place where everyday people with above average ambition can make dreams come true. And so, Daryl, Marie, I'm going to give you guys the last word.
Well, Todd, again, what you guys got to understand is the work ethic. I want to close with this quick story here. You have to understand the work ethic of people and what they're actually doing. You know, when you take a look at Igor and the breaking records, you take a look at, Keith, within a year's time, he's done, ambassador, and Todd, your schedule and what you do and Gina does, what Maria and I do. You have to understand it, because sometimes you think you're doing something and you're not really doing it. I'll give you guys a story. A couple of days ago, you guys, for the last few years, I've been lifting, right? I go to the gym, 3-4 times a week, and I think I'm doing what I'm doing. And obviously there's been improvements, enhancements, no question about it. But just Wednesday of this week, my son, 23 years of age, is Aaron. And Aaron's body looks like it's like a superhero. And I mean, the guy just works, right? So for the first time, he asked me, he joined the new gym probably a few months back. And he said, "Hey, Dad, do you want to go work out with me today?" And just, guy, my heart just skipped a beat when he said that, because it's a different relationship when your kids get to be, 23 years of age. I literally canceled. I said, absolutely. I was trying to be very cool and, yeah, let me see. And what time are you looking at doing it? And then I canceled my appointments. I had some calls to make. I was scheduled some calls and I actually canceled, because when you get your 23-year-old son to ask you to go do something, and normally he's out doing his own thing and all of that stuff, I was just so pumped up and excited. I didn't think about the other side of the coin. I didn't think about the reciprocal, what would happen. So we go and we start working out together, right? And it's his workout. He said, "Okay, Dad, I'm gonna take you through what I actually do." Well, Lord have mercy. I had no idea what he did and me trying to do it. I stayed up with him and I did what I did. But I'm telling you, after working out for a couple of years, dude, I was so sore the next day because he put me through stuff that I just don't normally do. So my point is, if you think you're doing something, guys, you got to get into Todd Strand's shoes. You got to get into the Coach D's shoes. You got to get into the leaders. You may think you're doing something, but then when you hear Igor is making 20 calls a day and you're wondering why he got lucky to get to 500,000 within, 17 months or whatever timeline, a ridiculous month of it, guys, you've got to be willing to put in the right amount of time plus the right activity. And the right activities in the right amount of time may be totally different than what you think it is. So understand what you want in the business. Talk with the leader. That's why getting to the OG University, getting to the Memphis meeting next week, getting out to see Todd and other people around the country, at these events, you will find out what we actually do, the effort we put into to get to the situation we're in right now. And once you know it, after I got over the soreness, and I'm still sore to this day right now, I'm going to take my workout to another level. I'm telling you, come July at the event in July in Vegas, you guys probably won't recognize me. But again, until you get in somebody else's shoes and you really see what they're doing to have a body that looked like his, which is a superhero type of body. I'm telling you, you got to put in the right amount of time plus the right activity. But
No, and just by seeing Sophia and Michael, I mean, you guys already know. I mean, I remember Sophia coming on here and talking about somebody she met in the jacuzzi. Remember that, Todd?
in the ocean,
in the
too,
ocean,
in
yeah.
Miami.
Yeah.
Exactly, and the people that she met on the beach in
Yeah.
Miami. But you know, just by you recognizing that Michael took the initiative to want to sit by someone that's not in the business, where
Totally
their mindset
Yeah,
is at,
exactly.
you kind of have to go, dang, I'm really not doing anything, and step it up a little bit more. You know what I mean? Like how your whole mindset has to shift from making Travorium the priority in what they want to do and building their business to, you know, secondary or third, because just by seeing that wanting to have that exposures out there and creating exposures for themselves, being able to just, you know, carry on a conversation wherever that you're at, in line in the grocery store, or, you know, wherever that you're, you know, talking to the person, the clerk at the store. That part is just like being a part of being in there and wanting, you know, your business to go to the next level.
You
So
get better.
you're going to improve,
Yeah.
you're going to get better, things are going to improve for you, but you got to stay consistent. You got to keep it as your focus. And we all know on this line that everybody has, you know, before you joined Travorium, you had those 24 hours, you were committed to doing certain things within that 24-hour period. But now that you've taken Travorium on as your travel home business, as your travel business, you got to be able to look at that same 24 hours now and take aside a few things, maybe that extra 2 hours that you're sitting on, you know, looking at Netflix, you know, put that off to the side a little bit. Take off that little extra time that you're doing, just scrolling and thumbing on Facebook, you know, whatever that you were doing.
That's
and
4
put that
hours right
aside.
there.
That's 4 hours right there. So
Per
put
night.
aside some time and schedule some time like a real business for your Travorium business. And that part is really, really key. I could add on a well to that,
Yeah,
right? I could add like a okay.
Well, 2 hours on scrolling, 2
Yeah.
hours on TV. Guys, she just found you 4 hours a day for you to work on your mindset and build your business. I know you're going to show the slide
Yeah,
here.
let me just show the slide that we're going to be on.
Look how quickly our
Oh,
producer.
I got this first. Let's
Okay.
show you, first of all, we're going to be doing this, Todd, to answer your question earlier. I think I did, but not sure. But we are doing the deep dives today. Todd and Gina, as well as Daryl and I, will be on Saturday today, 12 noon Pacific time. This is where we do the Travorium side-by-side comparison, price and platform number 1 with Expedia. And then we show them other things as well as the world tours, giving them all the details there. So invite your guests to this because this has really made a difference with a lot of people.
I heard the UK is going to have like 200 people on just from the UK today.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Wow. Unbelievable.
But hey, she one more slide.
So, and then the next slide, we guys want to just.
Wait, make sure for those of you
yeah.
in international, make sure you use the numbers 884-227-796143. Sometimes Meetup Worldwide on an international basis is tough to work. So always use the Zoom ID there.
Yeah, have both as a backup just in case your person can't get on with Meetup Worldwide. You have the actual ID number.
And Todd, check this out. What look what just happened here.
My goodness, look at that.
Look how quick Mr. Keith Brown was added to the flyer.
Keith, you like that, Keith? You see that?
Hands free.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I will most definitely be in the building.
That's right. Well, register for OG University, guys. This is, I mean, last university that we had was so unbelievable. It was so great to just be able to be there hands-on. You know, everybody had their laptop or their iPads, whatever ones that you have that you know utilize the most and that you're more comfortable with, being able to access and know about, you know, certain things. And, you know, we just can't, like during trainings like this, we just can't empty out our minds, but there it's written out. We empty, we answer questions, we get you with all the information that you need to take your Travorium business to the next level. Definitely we do Q&A. Definitely we give you these special.
A lot more interaction.
Yeah, more interaction and all the things that we do. But you know, this is such a great information source for you to just get better. And that's what you want to do. You always want to plug into the trainings to just improve. And actually, you know, there's the learning curve is there, but now your learning curve is just a little bit shortened when you come to training. So you're not so into the learning curve. You're going to actually piece some stuff off of
And
it.
we have a scholarship.
Yeah.
If money is a little funny as far as getting into the actual building, guys, don't let that be what stops you from creating success. And if you've been before, guys, again, you can't go do something one time and think that that's, it. You ate yesterday. I bet you're gonna eat again today, right? So you drank water yesterday. You're probably gonna drink water today. You can't do something once. Todd and I and Gina, Maria, Keith, and all the leaders, guys, we've been to training after training after training, and we spent tens of thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
And I know some of you can't fathom that, but guys, that's how you elevate yourself to the next level. Todd, I know you're ready to get back to the beach and go hang out, but I'm gonna turn it back over to you and close it out. Keith, again, man, congratulations to you. Again, we've been waiting for this moment, and it's here, and I can't see how quickly you get 1 star and get ready for you as well. That's it. 3 of them, the big 2's been given out to the company as ready. I know Igor's getting his coming up in July, but you're gonna be right behind it, man. This ain't no joke right here.
Hey, looking forward to it, man. And I like that picture, man. I got to get my stomach back flat like that again.
Hey, Keith, you're the new ambassador. Close us out, my friend.
Hey, man, I just want to say, man, thank you guys, man. Once again, man, this company has been a true blessing. Just looking forward to what the future is going to bring for every last one of us. And, once again, whatever I can do to elevate this company to the next level or elevate individuals to the next level, once again, I'm just a phone call away. I'm just a Facebook message away. And, man, looking forward to, seeing all you guys in Vegas. And, man, let's just continue to show, let's continue to grow, and let's continue to just bless people with the gift of travel. So I'm handing back to you guys. Let's go.
Amen. All right, guys.
The scholarship, they were asking about the scholarship, guys. Just give either Todd a call, he'll tell you where to go, or give us a call and we'll tell you what to do for that scholarship. So our phone number's on there. Yeah, or Maria, tell them where to go.
Yeah, you can go to register if you want a scholarship. You can go to learnistraining.com/OG1.
And that's how you can get that. And again, guys, we just would rather train. We never did this for the money, guys. David Hart pays us extremely well. We were doing it to make sure somebody would take it serious. So
Yeah.
that's the only reason we're doing that. But if that's causing you some pain and anguish, and you still want to be there and hang out with Todd and Gina and now Keith and Maria and I, and hopefully the big guy, Mr. David Hart, we'll know within a week if he's going to be coming in as well. There's going to be no intimate type of group like that. For those of you that are going to Memphis, Tennessee, we're going to see you there next week. If you're close to the Memphis area, guys, get to Memphis. Deborah Taylor went through the schedule and what we're talking about and our part, their part. And guys, it's amazing. It is a casino theme. That's the type of one we need to casino themed Harlem night theme. We should have that in Vegas, but she got it and it's set up well. So I'm excited about next week. Matter of fact, there she is. Hey.
Hi,
Hey, what's up, Coach D?
Hey. We want to say, first of all, I love this OG University. Too bad I'm probably gonna be on somebody's island, but that's amazing.
Wait, let's add you to it as well. Come on down. We'll put your picture on there.
Oh my.
I love that. I love that phrase. I'm going to be on somebody's island.
Somebody's island. Right after this conference, I need to be on somebody's island. I actually got Barbados, but I couldn't catch it for April. But I got it for $8 in the getaway, y'all. But that's a whole nother story. $8 for Barbados.
Gina showed me that. Gina showed me that place is gorgeous. Congratulations. That place is amazing.
It is amazing. I'm thinking about booking it twice so I could stay 2 weeks. But I just wanted to come on here, first of all, and say congratulations to Keith. We are definitely excited. He is the 3rd ambassador, and I was just sharing with some people that he will be, we'll probably have about 4 ambassadors this year coming up through our team. And I am extremely excited. I ain't gonna call their names right now, but I know they coming. And I know I was going back and forth with him, but I just want to say that I'm very proud of him. We had a conversation in Miami, and I, kind of did the mama with it, and he finally did it. Woo! And he was sending me his numbers all week, and I didn't get no sleep, and he didn't get no sleep, and Kim didn't get no sleep to watch him cross over. And I am extremely proud to say that he is the third ambassador, a part of my team. And I am excited about that. That's what I want to do now, is just produce ambassadors. And then I'm excited about the conference that's coming up next week. It's next week, y'all. But what we did is we ran out of space. So we're sold out. We sold out the conference. And so we have now hired someone. It costs us a lot of money, but to do live stream. So if you're interested in live streaming that conference, please get in touch with myself or Pastor Mel. We'll get you the link. And there is a small cost because we have to pay. Live streaming with a professional is very expensive. I'll say that. But we wanted to make sure that we had quality. The conference itself is actually going to be amazing. We're going to, we do have a casino theme. And it's going to be, we have a section called Roll Out the Dice. The Todd is the shaker. So he starts off that conference. Daryl and Maria are the square pair. For those of you who shoot dice, you know what that is. Cynthia Sly is the shooting star, and myself.
Well, we know you shoot dice based on what you're talking about.
Right.
If you've ever seen the movie Harlem Nights, that makes me Red Fox.
Did y'all see Todd? Todd got his outfit down packed, but it's going to be absolutely amazing. Igor and Larissa's going to be here. Sophia's going to talk about her story. We have 2-star and 3-star directors that are going to talk about their story. We're going to have a private, in my presidential suite, we're going to have a private session with all the 2 stars and above. So it's just going to be a great time. And so if you can get here or get on the screen, just let us make sure that you do that. Because we're going to take you from director all the way to ambassador and walk you through it. And so I just wanted to share that. But again, shout out to Daryl and Maria and Todd and Gina and for making the sacrifice to come and be a part of this conference. This is our 5th annual conference. I was sharing with David, our very first flyer, our very first conference was $20. He said, my goodness, what inflation. We had food at that one. We all bought food and we did a potluck and we did whatever we had to do back then. It was right during COVID, but now we have mastered this thing. And so we're thinking about, we got a real serious announcement at the conference for next year. So just thank you so much for allowing me this time. Again, thank you, Keith and his team, Rebirth, and thank you for all that you do to continue to build this business. And I just want you to know personally that I'm very proud of your success and what you're doing. All right, God bless y'all.
All right, thanks, Coach. Well, we're going to be there a week from today. So again, if you want to find out about the live stream, get a hold of Coach D, or I'm sure she'll get the info to me and Daryl and Maria if you want to find out about that. If you want to plug into the live stream, it's going to be a great event. And I think Andrew Ivanov's going to be there as well. In fact, it's funny, Jeremy, every once in a while you get this run where you feel like you get to travel. Like I did it with Danny. I remember I did it with Juan, but we were with Andrew in Miami. Of course, we're with Andrew Ivanov here. We'll be with Andrew in Memphis, and then he's going to Kazakhstan and Dubai. And so it's like I kind of got this whole, like, I guess we're going to be hanging out for a while. Anyway, but so getting a hold if you want to get the live stream on that. Again, guys, so many incredible things happening with our company. And exactly 1 hour and 40 minutes is going to be the back office deep dive. And so, hey, come back, get your guests on here. Documentation beats conversation. side by side, Travorium versus Expedia. You can watch Daryl Marie open up a can of kick butt, and so a can of whoop. You know what? And you're going to show you side by side, not if, not maybe. We are bringing a brand new model to the travel space, doing things that never been done before. So appreciate all of you guys. Have a great day, and God bless. Bye, everyone.